Here, I'm going to demonstrate a dataset from the pharmaceutical industry. This dataset is about penicillin production, using the process of fermentation. The dataset chronicles historical yields of penicillin along with their corresponding operating conditions. The objective is to find out the ideal conditions to help increase production of penicillin. For example, what are the ideal operating conditions that need to be met in order to increase penicillin production without compromising quality? The manufacturing process for penicillin has countless variables and environmental conditions that need to be adjusted to maximize production without compromising quality. The EazyML platform has been helping manufacturing companies enhance yield, production, and quality of products by helping manufacturers understand and optimize operating conditions. EazyML has also been helping manufacturers understand, troubleshoot, and remediate quality issues within the manufacturing process. After choosing the Power User Detailed steps, EazyML asks us to upload a raw dataset. I will be uploading this penicillin dataset that I am currently viewing. The dataset classifies the penicillin production output as being either very low, medium, high, or very high. We want to increase the yield of penicillin, so we want very high production with high quality. The dataset takes into account specific operating conditions and settings of the manufacturing process: duration or time, aeration rate, agitator RPM, sugar feed rate, acid flow rate, base flow rate, heating or cooling water flow rate, heating water flow rate, water for injection/dilution, airhead pressure, dumped broth flow, and substrate concentrations. In order for optimal yield of penicillin, the operating conditions have to be set at the right thresholds. But what are those thresholds? Let's find out. To upload this dataset to EazyML, simply click on Upload Training Data. Then, we will select one of these options. I'm going to click Choose a File and select the dataset file. Once we upload, we are able to view the dataset that we just saw. Our dataset is ingested in EazyML. We can scroll, simply hit the Next Page button, or select a specific page number. It's all here. Let's hit Next to proceed to the next step. Now, EazyML is asking us to identify the ID column in the data. In this case, there is no ID column, so I would select None. Many datasets do not have an ID column, but if there is a column that is solely used to identify rows, then it should be selected. Remember, if you are confused on what any of these steps mean, click this question mark, which is the Help button. It explains every step in detail. The help is offered in the context of what stage of the machine learning process you are in, and also in the context of your dataset. So, this button is not a static button. I encourage you to use it. It's quite helpful. If you still have questions, feel free to contact us at support@eazyml.com. We click Next. In this step, EazyML offers you to manually include or exclude features for your machine learning. In this case, we want to keep everything, so we click Next. In this screen, the platform automatically determines the data types for all of your features. But at the same time, it offers you flexibility to override the chosen data types based on your subject matter expertise. So in this case, we will change aeration rate from categorical to numeric. Once we are satisfied with the feature types, we can move on to the next page. This page gives us some statistics on each of the columns, such as the max, the mean, the median, the min value, the number of unique values, the percentage missing, and the standard deviation. EazyML then prompts us to remove any outliers on the next page. We will select the default yes option. It identifies a few outliers, so they will be removed. This page shows us the process data. On the next page, we can shuffle the training data if we would like. This can be advantageous if the data is clustered, which can present order bias to our model. We will select yes. Now we need to specify the outcome variable. In this case, the outcome of interest is the penicillin yield, because we want to optimize that. So we will select Penicillin Production. Our process data is summarized on this page. Finally, we are able to visualize our data. We can skip the visualization. At this stage, we are done with uploading and pre-processing the data. The next step is to start building the model. We will select yes to continue. We can see EazyML allows you to build 3 types of models: predictive models, time series models, and augmented intelligence models. Predictive models, after being trained on training datasets, are used to predict the outcome for the test datasets. It bases its predictions of the test dataset outcome on the training dataset. A time series model is used for datasets that collect observations or data during specific time intervals, such as every day, every month, or year. We will be using the augmented intelligence models. They provide insight about value ranges for the variables that most likely result in a certain output. They can help us understand the reasons behind why an outcome label is what it is. In our case, this means that it will provide us the optimal aeration rate, agitator RPM, and so on to produce the maximum amount of penicillin. Let's select Augmented Intelligence as the model type. This page gives us information on the type of model this is. So it is a classification problem type with a categorical output. EazyML then prompts us to remove dependent predictors. And we will go with the recommended response of no. It then asks if we want to add numeric derived predictors. We will also go with no. EazyML then identifies all predictors that influence the output. A graph is then provided that shows us the most important factors in penicillin production. So time or duration is the most important, followed by aeration rate, and then sugar feed rate. We are then shown the data once more before the model is fully built. An approximate time is given. Usually this process is very fast, but it can take minutes or hours depending on the size of the dataset. Don't be worried if it seems like it is taking a long time. The results page is then shown once the model is finished. This page shows key insights about the outcome of your interest, which in this case is to increase the yield of penicillin production without compromising quality. If we double-click on one of these results, we are shown graphics on the thresholds of specific categories to produce an output. On the results screen here, the first column lists the outcome of your interest. The second column shows the key insight about the ideal operating conditions to produce the outcome in the first column. The third column quantifies EazyML's confidence in these insights as a score objectively derived from your data. This confidence score is patent pending and a key differentiator of EazyML that is not available with any other platform in the market today. These insights, expressed as simple human understandable rules comprising operating conditions with thresholds, and the confidence score associated with the insights, make those insights actionable. The confidence score, since objectively derived from the data, can be very easily validated. Higher the confidence score, the more confidence you have in those insights to take action and operationalize. This score is key to building the trust between human and AI/ML models, another big differentiator. The last column shows visual indications for acceptable insights with high confidence. The threshold for acceptable insights can of course be customized. The tick mark means that the corresponding insights are reliable and can be operationalized. Let's take the first row as an example. The outcome of our interest is high yield of penicillin. The augmented intelligence column tells us that if the manufacturing process has a time or duration within 124.9 to 170.5 hours and an aeration rate that is greater than 67.5 liters per hour, then the outcome will most likely be high yield of penicillin. The confidence associated with that insight is 74%, which is reasonably high to act upon. The export function allows the user to download the model components that can be deployed in self-service fashion. The installation instructions that come with the downloaded package are very easy to follow. The CSV download function allows the user to download the table of insights for each outcome of interest along with their confidence scores. As mentioned earlier, these insights and corresponding confidence scores are objectively derived from the data itself and can be validated. We will select yes to validate. That is exactly what the next screen allows you to do. Validations. Being a transparent ML platform, we can see the explanations behind every step of the process. Let's try transparent ML for the first row. We are greeted with a new screen that gives us the exact reasoning and all of the data points that fall under the augmented intelligence insights. You would notice that most of the filtered records indeed correspond to the outcome of your interest for which the insight was generated. Once we are done validating insights, we hit Next and select No to conclude our journey with augmented intelligence. This brings us back to the home page. If we ever wanted to trace the steps we performed, EazyML provides us with the trace function. This can help us remember different parts of the EazyML process that we followed. If we move to the top right of the screen, we can first exit trace and then select the My Account button. This will bring us to a page that has all of our training datasets, models, prediction datasets, running processes, activity, usage, and our API key. If we ever wanted to reference our penicillin dataset again, we can simply click on our models and scroll right. Here we can access the configuration settings, execute it, export, Docker, trace, and delete. You can only gain so much from following a tutorial, so go ahead and try the platform yourself with any sort of dataset you like. Make sure to share your new models and findings with our Twitter or Facebook accounts. We would love to see what you can come up with and learn at EazyML.com. The EazyML platform is incredibly powerful, yet intuitive. This is accomplished through its transparent, no-code, AutoML format. There is nothing as easy and efficient as EazyML. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to contact us at info@eazyml.com and we will respond within 1 business day. Thank you for watching. We can't wait to see you on the platform.